Mary, could you share some of the organizational strategies you have used over the years to best develop your book of charts playbook? I don't know what organizational oh, like organizing things. Very simple. Back in the day, it was I can't even remember what they call it, but a section in Evernote. Currently, it's a section in Notion. So it's just it doesn't matter. I have some traders, much to my chagrin, who use literally PowerPoints and save all those files locally and like attach them to stuff that they send. It's a pain. Who wants to download a file? It's 2021. So use a cloud-based thing where it's just there and you can easily share it with a link or whatever. No one has to download extra files on their computers or whatever, or try and open that on their phone. So use cloud-based. And then just basic categories. You have a playbook section, and then I have various subcategories of playbook trades. One that I'm putting in there now is like developing this options trading that I'm working on. So have different subcategories and build them out. Specialize, right? Get really, really good at day one breaks from the immediate most recent CVA, right? Get really good at failures of breaks from CVAs. Get really good at monthly imbalance plus weekly extreme fade combo trades, which is some of the better trades we took this week in crude, right? Get really good. Start to create some categories of and go towards the direction that you love. I can't stress that enough, guys. Within the full NADRO space, lean heavily, most heavily on the tools that speak to you, that you really love, the timeframes that you love operating on, the markets that you like best, the particular types of plays. I think more people should go from your traditional, the trend is your friend type mentality to using NADRO in the way that it can open your eyes as to the opportunities to fade edges of areas and go against short-term successive higher highs and higher lows, right? To go deeper than that, because a lot of times fading those edges is really, really where you can get into a fantastic trade location, and then add to it once it does start to trend in your favor and just be in a real position of strength. So I encourage people to do that. But hey, if you like focusing on imbalanced plays, then focus on imbalanced plays. If you're not making any money for a long period of time focused on imbalanced plays, then you need to look for some place where you can trade with edge, right? So it's not all about what you naturally gravitate towards. You might gravitate towards scalping on the dome and a very low time frame footprint chart, and that may not be what you're best suited for. So balance those things, though. Meredith, I have a question, just a comment. As I said before, just recently started NADRO, a bit nervous. I thought this may be too advanced, but I do highly recommend this course, even for newbies, because it clarifies so many things that get a little lost through the wealth of info in the course. I feel much better equipped to distill the information the market gives me. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very glad to hear that. I know it can be very overwhelming for some new folks, but when someone asks me if I don't really have a lot of experience trading, should I take NADRO? I say yes, not because I want to sell them a course, but because I genuinely believe that's the right answer. A lot of times, well, for two reasons. One, you're going to go down a lot of bad rabbit holes and usually develop a lot of bad habits. I know and stand behind the stuff that I teach. And I know that it's good advice, right, for developing as a trader and for best practices. I also know that there's a ton of free information out there around the basics, right? You can go elsewhere and learn more basic market profile, right? You can go elsewhere and learn more basic price action, all those kind of things you can get. You don't have to, pay for a lot of that stuff. You can get it. So now, knowing what's quality and what not, sometimes it's better to pay someone to that has a very good reputation of being quality. So anyways, thank you again for the kind words. I'm glad it's going well.